This is Steve with Pretty and Things. Welcome back to my channel, and if you are new to my channel, welcome. Well guys, I am back with a new video, a hypergamy video. And this video is going to speak to black women who want to level up, who want to come up, who want a hypergamous lifestyle with black men. Now, you guys know I am definitely down with the swirl. I am definitely a proponent of, expanding your horizons and exploring all options. However, the reality is a lot of black women, the majority of black women, want to marry and be with a black man. Okay, so before I get started, let me offer this disclaimer. Some of you are not going to like what I say. Some of you are going to be probably angry. You're going to maybe feel defensive and maybe even feel judged. That is not my intent. Obviously, the point of this hypergamy series and these videos is to uplift women. However, I am going to break it down. Okay, I'm not going to sugarcoat it. I am going to tell the truth. And if you are a person who is, if they say can't handle the truth, then you need to click off of this video, because there are so many things that black women have not held themselves accountable for. And it's time we start doing it. If you are tired of the dusties and the struggle of being a single mother, if you want opportunity for your children, the key to all of that can be summed up in one word: marriage. Let me read you some statistics, and I'm gonna tell you right now, you guys, don't click off this video, because don't fast forward. This is the stuff you need to hear, because I think so many black women are just oblivious to the consequences of their actions when they choose to bring a child into this world by a man who does not have the ability or the willingness to support them. Let me read you some statistics. Let me tell you why marriage. Black unmarried mothers are more likely than any other racial group to be the breadwinner in their household. Black women are more than twice as likely as white mothers to be their family's breadwinner, and more than 50% more likely than Hispanic mothers. One significant driver of these differences is the marital status of mothers by income group. As the family income increases, the rate of breadwinning mothers steadily decreases. The higher the income, the more likely the mother is to be married. So now that I've given you the statistics on single mothers, single black mothers in this country and the poverty it brings, let me give you some good news with regards to black men. Contrary to popular belief, most black men, like most people, marry within their race. Overall, 76% of black men marry black women. Okay, so they say black men, as soon as they come up and they become successful, they marry outside of their race. That's what the common, perception is, right? 83% of black men who make $100,000 a year or more are married to black women. And another fact, just because black women are more likely to have a college degree than black men doesn't mean that black women make more money than black men. Actually, black men are more likely than black women to bring home at least $75,000 per year. Plus, double the number of black men than women make at least $250,000 annually. Many black women use the excuse that there are no good black men, or the men who are successful and high quality marry outside their race. But that's not true. Statistically, that's far from true. But what is true is so many black women, young black women in particular, spread their legs for trifling ass men and have babies by trifling ass men. The reality is there are plenty of high value, high income black men that do want to marry. The problem is black women don't seek them out. A lot of black women go for the stereotypical thug or dusty who has nothing to offer them but the D. Unfortunately, so many black women don't even consider the financial and emotional benefits of being married. They don't consider the fact that if you are a single mother with 3 kids making $40,000 a year, and you marry just a nice black man making, let's say, $60,000 a year, you go from a household that is struggling, because $40,000 a year with 3 kids is nothing. But you go from $40,000 a year to $100,000 a year. That marriage now gives you a 6-figure household and everything that comes with it. Better schools for your kids, better neighborhoods. We don't even understand or even think of the benefits of marriage from a tax perspective. You have a working husband who has a pension for your retirement. God forbid your husband should pass away, as mine did. You and your children would be entitled to Social Security benefits. As a widow myself, I'm too young now, but at a certain point I would be, and I could file for widow's benefits. And in the event of divorce, you would be entitled to spousal support if your husband makes significantly more than you. Child support, he may have to pay the mortgage to maintain the lifestyle for you and your children, have to pay the insurance. I can't tell you how many white men I've met in that position. And I'm not talking about rich white men. I'm talking about your average, everyday white men who are paying maintaining 2 households, theirs as well as their ex-wives and their children. When they retire, the ex-wife is entitled to half their pension. These are things black women don't even consider. And our children suffer as a result. Why do you think this has become so generational? Because we don't nurture our black girls. If your mother is 19, 20 years old, the reality is, she is most likely to see her children not as a blessing, but as a burden, and treat them as such. And I'm not trying to say that all young black mothers are bad mothers. I'm just saying when you are that age and you're the major breadwinner in your house, it brings upon a lot of stress. You're young. Of course, you want to go out and hang out with your friends, but you have this tremendous responsibility on you. And you become resentful. And as a result, the children suffer. We don't nurture our black girls. And that is why so many of these predators, the guy who gave these young girls AIDS, R. Kelly, that's why our girls are preyed upon, because they don't have, a lot of our young girls do not have that family structure, that support, that love. I think of these young girls, 13, 14 years old, and I'm like, where are their parents? Where are the people that care about where they go, what they do, and who they do it with? Where are they? So that is a huge part of the reason so many black women are single mothers, poor single mothers. We do not nurture our girls. So, how do you attract a high value black man? Where do you find them? How do they differ from the men that you may have dated, have children with, that are trifling, losers? Another thing that holds so many black women back is their perception of what a black man should be. Successful black men are most likely not walk around with their jeans hanging down to their knees. They are not in the hood. They are in areas black women may not frequent. But if you want a successful black man, you have to go where the successful black men are. You have to be open to the fact that they have different interests than the men you have typically dated or been with. Okay? These are the black men who you might at first glance find corny. These are the black men who have white friends. Because if they are in a successful position, chances are they have to interact with a lot of white people. These are the black men who are inclined to marry you. These are the black men who can provide for you and your children. So how do you attract a successful, high quality, good black man? Well, I mean, pretty much the same way you attract any man. You have to look good, right? Men are visual creatures. They want women who look good. And that can mean anything. You know, that doesn't have to mean, you know, long ass weave running down your back. Carry yourself with poise and self-confidence. If you don't have that self-confidence, do what it takes to build it. Get out of your comfort zone and surround yourself with a different class of people. If you are in Chicago, where I am, for example, the chances of you finding a high quality, good black man on the west side of Chicago or the south side is far less than the opportunities that are available to you downtown, in the business area, in the Loop, on Michigan Avenue, River North. Again, if you want a certain type of black man, you have to go where they are. So many black women just sell themselves short. They get with men and they perform all, wifely, functions, cooking, cleaning, being the breadwinner, providing financially, having sex with him, having children by him. And they get absolutely none of the benefits that come with having that piece of paper. And they are substantial. And yes, I know a lot of marriages end in divorce. A lot of black women have never had a man get down on one knee and present them with a ring and say, "Will you marry me?" A lot of black women have never even been to a bridal shop or tried on a wedding dress. These are things in life that so many of us don't consider. These are milestones in life that are important, that give you the sense of being wanted. Of all the women in this world, this man wants me to be his wife. Not his baby mama, not his girlfriend, but his wife. And there is a difference between being a girlfriend or a baby mama and being a wife. And anyone who says otherwise is full of shit. So ladies, the bottom line is this: if you seriously want a high quality, high income black man, you have to stop making excuses. You have to also hold yourself accountable for your life choices. You have to be particular about who you spread your legs for. And I know that sounds harsh, but I'm calling it like it is. Sierra is a perfect example of a woman who got with a man who had 5 kids out of wedlock. I mean, Future is baby daddy extraordinaire. And she got caught up, she had a baby with him, and look how bad that ended. But she learned her lesson. She kept her legs closed. And she made Russell Wilson prove himself to her. And he did. He waited for her. So many black women, think they have to spread their legs and just set it out for a dude. But a man worth having will wait for you. A man who values you will wait until you are ready. We have to take care of our bodies, because that is one of the stereotypes of black women, that we are fat, that we don't take care of ourselves. And a high quality man is going to want a woman who takes care of herself. You say you want a black man, and most black women do. But are you willing to do what it takes to get one? So I hope you guys like this video. If you do, thumbs it up. Please comment below, because I know you guys are going to have some comments regarding this video, and I look forward to reading them. Don't forget to subscribe and follow me, you guys, on Instagram and Twitter. My handles are in the description box. So till next time. Mwah.